Hi, I'm Xenowave, and today I'm going to show you how I made this sound. Alright, so the main concept of the sound is just sending a buzzy sort of saw-like waveform, or just a saw, through high-pass filters and distortion. So in the unison section, we have unison order 5. Unison frosted only turned on, 100% panning volume, have 5% pitch, and I'll explain why soon. No sub-level, default phase, no envelope variation. So in the original signal, that's what that sounds like. And I just wanted just a little bit of movement in the top register, and I figured that wouldn't work. So I liked it. I like how it sounded with the thin sort of unison setting, as opposed to this. But that works totally fine because it ends up being stimulated through all the distortion, phasing, and the filters. So that's a tiny detail. In operator 1, I just have a saw wave converter side harmonics, and then I have the shape between the 3rd and 4th tick, and then I have absolute on, and I have the phase being randomized just for more timbral differences every time the sound is played. And that's really it. So for filter 1, I have a high pass, Lime high pass, high quality flat, triple mode, default cutoff, and I have 24% for resonance. That's all just kind of arbitrary, and I routed the cutoff to mod X so I could control. And then I serialize filter 1 into filter 2, which is where a crossover distortion happens. And basically same filter settings, but I have no resonance and 24% cutoff. This is for shaping the timbre, actually. So. And so on. The differences are subtle, but in the final product it gets noticeable because, actually no, pause on that. The crossover distortion, it's just distortion that happens over in the bottom left of the wave shaper. If I recall correctly, I'll link a video in the description for just how to use a wave shaper. A few videos actually, but yeah, I pump up the amp and I serialize this into filter 3, which is just another wave shaper, just to bring up the signal. Because I mean, this is what the sound sounds like in filter 1. It's just a high pass, operator 1, and then filter 2. We have the timbre now, and it's just quiet. So I just route that into filter 3. And then here we have the bigger final sound. And in the effects, I have a chorus order of 9, chorus depth of 84%, chorus speed of 19%, no delay, 100% chorus spread, 100% chorus cross, and 100% volume. This is arbitrary settings I picked. That is like how they sounded, but I'm sure you could get other variations. Yeah, that's kind of cool. And then I have just some reverb on. So basically, We're going to 3,000%, 3,000 hertz, 3 kilohertz cut off for the low cut, and for the high cut, around 9.4, 9.3 kHz. No pre-delay. I mean, I have like room size is like about the third tick. Max diffusion decay is like 0.3 seconds, and then damping is around 1.9 to 2 kilohertz. And then the wet volume of the reverb is like 13-14%. And then I have delay, 10% feedback level, 3-second delay time, and then offset 6.5 milliseconds to the right, and then 50% volume. Of course, like I don't need to go over all the numbers, but I don't really give out the patches directly. So mess with all of these parameters. It doesn't really matter. This is the main sound. If you take off the effects. And that's what it sounds like with the effects. All right, and then I have some EQ settings. I basically have a high shelf. I'll just go to the EQ and show you. I basically have something like this going on, or more like this. Cause I have a 9 decibel decrease on the high shelf, around 10 kHz, and then an 18 decibel decrease on the low end. Because if you look at the sound without the EQ, there's all this stuff. I didn't like it, so I just did that shape. And I liked it. Again, tweak your settings however you like. That's the sound. If you have any questions, please let me know. And have a great day.